Hello everyone! Last week has been a pretty important week for all the Yellowstone fans across the globe as we finally get to welcome the newest installment to this growing universe, 1923. In 2021, Taylor Sheridan, the creator of the Yellowstone universe, made it clear that we will have a deep dive into the past of modern Yellowstone through a series of TV shows. The first show in that respect was in 1883, and it became an instant hit. In 1883, we followed the early Duttons as they moved from Tennessee to Montana. Their journey wasn't a smooth one, as traveling back then was a challenging activity in itself. Not only the natural obstacles caused a lot of people to die on the road, but also bandits emerged everywhere, terrorizing the entire North America. So the journey of the Duttons had to take a lot of twists and turns, causing them to settle in Montana in the end, even though the initial destination was not Montana. The fact that the daughter of the Duttons, Elsa, died in Montana has been the biggest reason why they decided to settle there. They wanted to be near Elsa even though she is no longer with them. Thankfully, the Native American tribe that was originally occupying the land in Montana was kind enough to gift the land to the Duttons for 7 generations. This has marked the foundation of the Yellowstone Ranch as we know it today. Of course, there are decades between then and now, meaning that we have a lot to explore about the Duttons. At that point, we were expecting 1883 to come up with its second and third seasons, but instead, Sheridan decided to release separate shows with major time jumps. So instead of following the lives of Margaret and James Dutton, as we did in 1883, we moved 40 years in the past and started to follow the sons of this couple, as well as their uncle and aunt. Yes, you heard it right. It turned out that James got killed by a horse thief back in the day, which was hinted at in a Yellowstone Season 4 flashback scene. After his death, Margaret has written to Jacob to come to Montana and take over the ranch work. Until Jacob comes to Montana, Margaret also has died. So her sons, John Dutton Sr. and Spencer Dutton, are raised by their uncle and aunt. This also means that the Dutton family tree is bigger than we initially thought. Now that we have a 1-week gap until the second episode of the series, let's utilize this time to get to know the characters as well as the actors who portray them better. The first character in 1923 is Jacob Dutton, the uncle of Spencer and John Dutton Sr., and the brother of James Dutton. He is played by the legendary actor Harrison Ford, whom we know from cult movies such as Indiana Jones and Star Wars. Today, Ford is 80 years old, but he continues to impress us with his performance in various movies and TV shows. He is married to his third wife, Calista Flockhart, and has 5 children. The second main character of the series is CARA Dutton, who is the wife of Jacob. This role is also portrayed by yet another legendary actor, Helen Mirren. 77-years-old actress is considered one of the biggest names in acting today, as she is the only performer in the world who won the Triple Crown in acting in 2 countries, the US and the UK. She is married to Taylor Hackford since 1997. Then there is John Dutton Sr., played by James Badge Dale, an actor whom we know from 24, The Pacific, The Departed, The Grey, Iron Man 3, and 13 Hours. As you can see, the 44-years-old actor has a very impressive acting career. That being said, we believe his role in 1923 will be the one that will make him more familiar to the wider audience. His role is dear to us since we watched his childhood and him losing his big sister. Thus, watching him manage the Yellowstone Ranch in 1923 had a cathartic impact on us. Dale's current partner is Emily Wickersham. Then there is lovely Elizabeth, who is often compared to Elsa in 1883. Personally, we don't get the comparison besides the fact that they are both blonde and beautiful women. Other than that, Elizabeth seems like a cute girl whose only wish in life is to get married to Jack. She is played by Michelle Randolph, who has a major social media following, but other than that doesn't have much experience in acting. Banner, on the other hand, is portrayed by an actor who is very dear to all the Game of Thrones fans, Jerome Patrick Flynn. Flynn's part in Game of Thrones as Bronn has been one of the most beloved characters in the series and certainly made him a household name. 59-year-old actor is also a singer with a band named Robson and Jerome. The actor's part in 1923 might seem small in comparison to some other parts, but we believe he will be a true villain in this series with a lot of morally gray attitude, and we will probably love him for it. Jack Dutton is played by Darren Mann, a 33-years-old handsome Canadian actor. Jack is the son of Jacob and CARA and is the lover of Elizabeth. He seems like a kind boy who is bound to die in the series, since no such a character has the chance to survive this type of brutal series. Last but certainly not least, there is Spencer Dutton, the brother of John Dutton Sr. He might be the most complex character of the series so far since he has gone through World War I and thus suffers from PTSD. His nightmares have already given us nightmares, which is a rare occasion. He is played by Brandon Sklenar, an actor who has relatively little experience compared to some big names in the show. Even his social media presence is pretty modest, so we cannot wait to see what will this newly found fame change in his life. What are your thoughts about the 1923's cast? Do you think the casting of the show is successful? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.